This is Cronkite News.
You know, like this, you need working together with the community. You need to call the police.
After a string of unsolved murders in Maryville, community members are coming together demanding safety and peace.
And a Chandler company gets FDA approval for a first-of-its-kind synthetic cannabis. We take you inside the lab.
Plus, the Olympic Games in Rio are a month away, but construction of at least one venue is seriously behind schedule.
Cronkite News starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Cronkite News. I'm Alexis Solari.
And I'm Cooper Gardner. Thanks for joining us.
Over the past few months, there have been a string of murders in the city of Maryville, all mysteries, all unsolved. Police say they appear to be the work of the same shooter or shooters. Reporter Christina Tatro met with a group of neighborhood patrol members who say they are sick and tired of their homes and neighbors being targets.
This morning, a group of neighbors met to discuss the deaths happening at their doorstep. One Phoenix neighborhood patrol and block watch met to vent and to work to prevent these inexplainable deaths.
People is scared. So now the people is worried, say, oh my gosh, what's happened with my families?
Peralta Lions Block Watch and Phoenix Police Patrol feel the pain of their recent losses and want change.
Just want to have a better life for our people or community.
So they're setting up patrol shifts to find and report anything suspicious.
We are going on the streets like every week, and we are going to different times of the day to patrol.
They have a direct relationship with Phoenix Police Department and say the main reason that there are so many crimes in their area in general, because people don't call the police when they see something happen.
You know, like this, you need working together with the community. You need to call the police.
Rosa Pastrada has been seeing crimes increase in her neighborhood around Osborne Road and was the victim of multiple car thefts herself. She says so many people, especially in West Phoenix, are afraid of the police because they're concerned about gang retaliation, but says it's the community's responsibility to step up and call 911 to support the police department in a time like this.
Because you are the adult, you are in charge of your family, so you need to come in with the meetings.
There will be an open community meeting tonight with Phoenix Police Department at 6 p.m. at Desert West Park. Phoenix PD has asked if you know anything about any of these instances, please go ahead and call their police department or either of the silent witness numbers next to me. Live at the digital desk, Christina Tatro, Cronkite News.
Do you want to become an Arizona Supreme Court justice? The Commission on Appellate Court Appointments is accepting applications for 2 new positions on the state Supreme Court. The commission will review applications, conduct interviews, and recommend at least 3 nominees for each position to Governor Doug Ducey. Ducey signed a law back in May to add 2 justices to the 5-member court. Proponents say it will add greater diversity to the court's membership and split power among more members. But those against it say it wasn't needed and was motivated by political reasons.
A Valley company just received FDA approval to begin marketing its cannabis treatment. The pharmaceutical liquid called Syndros could be used to help treat weight loss in AIDS patients and to relieve nausea for chemotherapy patients. Last September, reporter Jackie Padilla went to their labs to learn more about their products.
Insys Therapeutics, a pharmaceutical company, develops products that mimic molecules found in marijuana. But you won't find any traces of the plant here inside its Chandler lab.
We actually have mechanisms to bring these drugs to market without using the marijuana plant.
The company started in 2004 with just 9 employees. Today, more than 500 have brought 2 products to the market. And President Mike Babich says the goal is to continue to create better formulas and a more convenient delivery system for patients.
We've come up with a liquid dropper of synthetic THC that patients who are suffering from chemotherapy-induced nausea and vomiting or appetite stimulation in AIDS patients, and this product could revolutionize the use of THC in this country.
He says the company's rigorous testing process can also breed confidence.
I think at the end of the day, patients want to take drugs that are FDA approved.
I'm in one of 2 labs here for Insys Therapeutics where over 40 employees focus on the research and development for their products. For Ankar Singh, a director in the lab, it's a place of opportunity to target medical issues that may be overlooked.
We are involved in developing products, many products for unmet medical need.
In Chandler, Jackie Padilla, Cronkite News.
No word yet from the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration to see how Syndrose will be classified. If it's listed like other cannabis medications, it would be a Class 1 drug, similar to cocaine and heroin. And an update in the Veterans Health Administration waitlist scandal, where some patients died while on the waiting list. A commission tasked by Congress says in a report that the billions of dollars pumped into fixing the VA over the past 2 years haven't helped. The report shows in some cases, some of the improvements may have actually made things worse. Whistleblowers revealed a major backlog. Some veterans had to wait months to see a doctor. The new report recommends allowing veterans to have more private health care options and putting in new leadership to implement change and streamline VA care. But critics say that's not enough and that more needs to be done to completely overhaul the system.
This morning, the country was introduced to a brand new way of preventing heart disease. I went to Honor Health Scottsdale Medical Center and watched the surgeons in action. This morning, Dr. David Ryzik with his team made history. They performed the first ever dissolvable heart stent procedure.
It was a moderately complex case, but it could not have gone any better. The team and especially the device performed especially well.
The dissolvable stent opens clogged arteries and restores blood flow to the heart. They are more effective than the traditional metal stents, which can block a doctor's view of the heart's blood vessels.
Once this scaffold, this dissolvable scaffold is gone, you will be able to see the vessel with CT scan and other imaging techniques.
Coronary artery disease is the #1 cause of death for both men and women in the United States. This procedure could help change those numbers.
This is really a revolution in medicine. We're going to be thinking about this many years down the road. This is a moment in time. This is a very exciting moment in time.
Because this procedure went so well, other doctors across the country are now expected to use the same dissolvable stents.
President Barack Obama made a big announcement today.
And it affects U.S. troops over in Afghanistan. Coming up on Cronkite News, the amount of troops in Afghanistan now and what that number will be for his successor.
And Ramadan has ended, but as festivities begin, some Valley Muslims are feeling left out by their own community.
We are here tonight to explore tough issues.
You've got to have people around you who aren't just laying rose petals in front of your way.
And I kid you not, this is true.
Trust is everything.
This has been so much fun.
It's about reaching people.
There are more players on the world stage. The issues are more complex. We ask the questions that take us closer to the truth.
What happened and what might happen.
Because that's what we do.
Would you like doing something like I do?
I couldn't do this. I'm not qualified.
I was thinking exactly the same thing.
When I was 12 years old, I was watching great performances on PBS. This program with Nureyev came on. Nureyev in a performance of Le Corsaire, and I was amazed and awestruck. I really wanted to do it. I was street dancing at the time, and I never thought of formal dance until I saw great performances. I knew that I was really a novice to dance, like high dance. I decided to check out the High School Performing Arts, and so one thing led to the next. Today, as a recognized dancer, I absolutely believe that when I saw the performance, it affected me tremendously. And I know that's what happens when I teach. I'm opening an option for them that they hadn't seen before.
When you want to be more connected, friend us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, watch us online. Become a news source for the Arizona PBS Public Insight Network. Your ideas and insights can help us create relevant and distinctive reporting. Join now at azpbs.org/pin.
President Obama announced today he will leave behind more troops in Afghanistan than originally planned.
I'm announcing an additional adjustment to our posture. Instead of going down to 5,500 troops by the end of this year, the United States will maintain approximately 8,400 troops in Afghanistan into next year through the end of my administration.
There are currently 9,800 troops in Afghanistan. The president said the security situation in Afghanistan remains precarious, saying he strongly believes it's in America's national security interest to give its Afghan partners the best opportunities to succeed. President Obama says slowing down the reduction of U.S. forces will better support Afghan forces on the ground and in the air and ensure Afghanistan will not again be, quote, used as a safe haven for terrorists.
Today, former British Prime Minister Tony Blair is denying that there was a rush to war in the months before the 2003 U.S. invasion of Iraq and standing by his decision to enter the war. Blair denies giving early support for a military invasion of Iraq, stating that he had persuaded the American administration to seek UN Security Council backing for the use of military force. Blair says he did this to give Iraqi dictator Saddam Hussein a final opportunity to comply. But a 2002 letter released by the Iraq War Inquiry shows that Blair told former President George W. Bush 8 months before the invasion that he would do whatever to promote regime change in Iraq. The chairman of UK-Iraq released the official inquiry report today.
We have concluded that the UK chose to join the invasion of Iraq before the peaceful options for disarmament had been exhausted. Military action at that time was not a last resort.
Chilcutt says that before the invasion of Iraq, Blair was warned of the risks of regional instability and the rise of terrorism, but Blair pressed on regardless. Chilcutt also says the planning and preparations for Iraq after Saddam Hussein were inadequate.
Attorney General Loretta Lynch announced that the Hillary Clinton email investigation will be closed with no criminal charges. House Speaker Paul Ryan said earlier today that Hillary Clinton should be denied access to classified briefings while she campaigns for president. Classified information was found on Clinton's private email server, which she used while serving as Secretary of State. But FBI Director James Comey recommended the Justice Department not prosecute her. Ryan disagrees.
We have seen nothing but stonewalling and dishonesty from Secretary Clinton on this issue, and that means there are a lot more questions that need to be answered.
Comey did say Clinton and her aides were extremely careless in handling classified information, and he said Clinton should have known any unclassified email system was no place to conduct sensitive government business.
And Clinton announced a new plan today for tackling the rising cost of college tuition. She proposed giving federal loan borrowers 3 months to pay back loans. Clinton also wants a plan that ensures families with incomes up to $125,000 pay no tuition at in-state public colleges and universities. Democratic presidential candidate Bernie Sanders responded by applauding Clinton's plan, but still has not endorsed her campaign. House Democrats showed frustration towards Sanders' lack of endorsement, even shouting "Timeline, timeline" during a closed-door meeting.
Democrats appeared in front of the Capitol today to fight for stricter gun control. Democratic leaders and those affected by gun violence spoke at the rally.
91 people representing that every day in our country, 91 people die of gun violence.
Pelosi is referring to those people wearing orange T-shirts. This comes after the House Democrats held a sit-in to show they want more gun control laws. Speaker Paul Ryan proposed legislation, but Democrats call it too weak. Some Republicans say Ryan's legislation tramples on Second Amendment rights. The bill aims to limit purchases for those suspected of terror activity.
Muslim families, friends, and the community come together today to celebrate Eid, the end of Ramadan. But as in many religions, some members of the faith don't always feel like they're fully part of that community. Reporter Wafa Shahid brings us the story of gay and transgender Muslims in the Valley.
The call to prayer unites the community across age barriers and cultural differences. Even in 21st century America, where the definition of community is rapidly changing.
My sexuality has never gotten in the way of me being Muslim, and me being Muslim has never gotten in the way of me being gay.
Magallanes is comfortable within the Muslim community here, but full acceptance is still a struggle for some LGBT Muslims.
I certainly don't feel welcomed. Even if I am allowed there, it's not a comfortable, welcoming experience.
Her comments come as Muslims joined the masses across the country denouncing the mass shooting that killed 49 people in a gay nightclub in Orlando last month. But Dawood questioned the sincerity of those statements.
Overall, they've never stood with the LGBT community. I mean, none of these organizations or mainstream leaders have ever stood with the LGBT community on anything. They never have.
But an official with the Muslim Public Affairs Council says respecting differences is a key part of Islam.
In Islam, we believe there's no compulsion in religion. So any way you choose to practice it, that's between you and God. Everybody is deserving of respect. And no matter what your view on certain issues are, people should be afforded that dignity.
Right now, there is disagreement on how to address the LGBT community, but Inam is hopeful that it is temporary.
Usually people slowly but surely get more open and accepting. So it may take a while, but it'll probably happen.
Reporting in Phoenix, I'm Wafa Shahid, Cronkite News.
The Muslim Public Affairs Council and the LGBT activists did agree that horrific events like the Orlando shooting shouldn't be the catalyst of sudden respect for LGBT Muslims, but rather, tolerance should be something that's always practiced.
As the Summer Olympic Games approach, officials are working hard to make sure everything in Rio is ready for the athletes.
But there's one facility still unfinished. Coming up on Cronkite News, why a cycling arena has yet to be completed and what happens if it's still missing in a month.
Plus, after a fire devastates a charity's dining hall, another community program is stepping in to help.
The true measure of all our actions is how long the good in them lasts.
This is who I am, where I'm from.
If you're on the right side of history, you can accomplish anything.
It's a connection between your present and your past.
Come this way. This is good. This is very good.
We are attempting to fulfill the promise of America.
The stories about who we are shape us.
This chance to go through a time machine.
Good heavenly days.
We should know our history.
It informs, but it doesn't constrict you.
It's a framework to carry out human activity.
The sky is the limit.
It started a long time ago.
For only the third time in the award's 74-year history, a Phoenix-based news operation wins the prestigious Alfred I. DuPont Columbia Award for Excellence in Broadcast Journalism. And this year, that news operation is Cronkite News, the news division of Arizona PBS, honored for its work on the groundbreaking documentary, Hooked, Tracking Heroin's Hold on Arizona. Cronkite News at Arizona PBS, award-winning journalism you can count on from the station you trust.
Problems continue to mount before the Summer Olympic Games in Rio, from Zika to water concerns. Now there's doubt about completing construction at some venues. Reporter Alex Capriello in our Los Angeles bureau traveled to the only velodrome in North America for Olympic cycling coverage.
Thank you, Cooper. The Summer Olympics are 30 days away, and for months, Rio officials have worked diligently to get the facilities ready. But there's one Olympic facility that's taken longer than expected.
Uncertainty has surrounded the upcoming Summer Olympics in Rio de Janeiro. As the largest international sporting competition draws closer, speculation persists concerning whether facilities under construction would be complete for the first Olympic Games to be held in South America.
I think the biggest thing that always surrounds the Olympics, especially in the last few of them, has been, is it going to be completed or is there going to be done?
The last piece of that construction puzzle is the Olympic Velodrome, the indoor cycling track that features races between athletes traveling at breakneck speeds.
There are velodromes all around the world, and each one is different. Here at the Velo Sports Center in Carson, California, it's made out of Siberian pine and must be regulated at very specific conditions. The building is kept at 72 degrees Fahrenheit with 50% humidity. If it's too moist, the wood would buckle, and if it's too dry, the wood would splinter. And that would certainly be a problem for any cyclist trying to navigate the very steep 45-degree turns.
Failure to complete this velodrome would mean the Olympics would go without many of its most popular events.
I think the spectators, the fans, of course the racers, and the riders who have trained all their life wouldn't even want to think on that prospect.
A series of recent setbacks have created anxiety. In March, a test event was canceled due to the track not being completed on time. Then in May, the Rio City government terminated its contract with Tecnosolo, the company responsible for the velodrome's construction, after it filed for bankruptcy.
Any logistics to do with the Olympic Games, I'm sure is going to be very complicated. In South America, it can be complicated to get maybe a project at that level done and completed on time.
As media reports swirled around the construction delays of the velodrome, many cyclists, including U.S. phenom Chloe Dygert, couldn't help but think about the tenuous situation in the facility that would host her first Olympic Games.
We were definitely thinking about the process. I mean, we were trying not to worry about it too much, just because we knew no matter what happened, something was going to be available for us.
Fortunately for the Olympic cyclists competing, the velodrome will be the last venue to be presented to the local organizing committee. And Dygert and the rest of the U.S. team can turn their attention back to their training.
We'll continue to focus on controlling what we can control. That's good preparation, good execution, good teamwork, and we'll just work hard and do our best, and results, should be the natural outcome of that.
Olympic competition in the recently completed velodrome will take place August 11th through August 16th.
Team USA head coach Andy Sparks told me that he received GoPro video footage from Rio of a motorcycle riding on the Olympic velodrome. That bit of comforting news can help Team USA refocus and prepare for their trip to Brazil. Live from Los Angeles, Alex Capriello, Cronkite News.
A charity in Mesa lost their dining hall to a fire.
But that's not stopping them from serving food. Coming up on Cronkite News, how one community program is lending a hand while St. Vincent de Paul in Mesa rebuilds.
We are here tonight to explore tough issues.
You've got to have people around you who aren't just laying rose petals in front of your way.
And I kid you not, this is true.
Trust is everything.
This has been so much fun.
It's about reaching people.
There are more players on the world stage. The issues are more complex. We ask the questions that take us closer to the truth.
What happened and what might happen.
Because that's what we do.
Would you like doing something like I do? I couldn't do this. I'm not qualified. I was thinking exactly the same thing.
When I was 12 years old, I was watching great performances on PBS. This program with Nureyev came on. Nureyev in a performance of Le Corsaire, and I was amazed and awestruck. I really wanted to do it. I was street dancing at the time, and I never thought of formal dance until I saw great performances. I knew that I was really a novice to dance, like high dance. I decided to check out the High School Performing Arts, and so one thing led to the next. Today, as a recognized dancer, I absolutely believe that when I saw the performance, it affected me tremendously. And I know that's what happens when I teach. I'm opening an option for them that they hadn't seen before.
On Monday morning, a fire broke out at the St. Vincent de Paul dining room in Mesa, seriously damaging the building. However, one community provided a place for people in need to make sure no one went hungry.
Cronkite News reporter Jawei Jha takes you to the Paz de Cristo Community Center to have a look.
After a fire burned the St. Vincent de Paul dining room, another group, Paz de Cristo, opened its door to help fill the gap.
We're here at the Paz area because they had a fire
in our building.
So the St. Vincent community recently will use the past Crystal community's facilities to feed the needy until the building gets repaired.
Oh, it's pretty much the same people that come to eat. So we all work together because we care about, because these people need to eat. I think a piece of God and faithful thing to do.
The big fire won't stop the volunteers from St. Vincent de Paul to help people in need. Here in the Bastard Crystal, they can still get food and drink. Just the location has changed, but they provide the same meal as before. A volunteer says they give 250 to 300 meals a day. Christina Ruff is thankful they are there for her.
I like the volunteers, they're great, they do their job well, and I like the food they give me.
The St. Vincent community will continue using the Pulse building for at least 2 weeks. In Mesa, Jia Huijia, Kuangkai News.
If you know anyone who needs a meal, please let them know they can get free meals at Paz de Cristo Community Center. Also, you can visit St. Paul's website for other dining room locations in the Valley.
Cronkite News is proud to be the news division of Arizona PBS. Here's what's coming up on Arizona Horizon and PBS NewsHour.
On the next Arizona Horizon, a debate between Republican candidates running to succeed Matt Salmon in Arizona's 5th Congressional District. A Congressional 5 debate on the next Arizona Horizon.
I'm Judy Woodruff on the next NewsHour. Patients and researchers push for new clinical trials to assess the benefits and risks of medical marijuana. That's Wednesday on the PBS NewsHour.
That's it for Cronkite News tonight. Thanks for joining us.
For top Arizona stories anytime, go to cronkitenews.azpbs.org.